nail biters during the regular season. You guys had some chances to kind of look like where you were gonna run away with it. And, they kept it close up until the final minutes. Did it feel like those kinds of games during the season?
Yeah, for us, this is a rout. 10 points, is that what it was? 10 points is a rout for us. We were all breathing a sigh of relief. But, yeah, very similar. Every game, including our losses, we lost 2 ball games by, touchdown and an overtime field goal. So that's just been the nature of our team this year. We've played an awful lot of close ball games. And, again, I think it's a real credit to our players. They stay the course out there in the field. They don't get too high, too low, and no matter what happens, they keep playing. And I'll tell you, they're a mentally tough group, and that's what it takes to finish games.
Second row on the left.
Ricky, how did you feel out there, and how gratifying was it for you to finish the season like this?
Coming into the game, I felt great. The trainers did a great job of putting together a schedule to get me back and feeling healthy before the bowl game. We had this layover was a long time, but in a sense it was probably a good thing for me because I was able to heal up completely and not feel anything, any type of pain tonight. And it was just nice to be back out there with the guys and to get another game in such a big stage. And everyone did a tremendous job. It starts at the top with Coach Ferentz and the way he prepared us. The way he prepared us last year and then following up with this year with both those bowl victories. You can't say enough because the layover was so long and we could have had a million excuses, but he wasn't going to let that happen, and everyone did a great job of getting on board and taking the reins and go ahead and do what we had to do to get this victory.
All the way to your right again, standing up.
Adrian, you made a proclamation a couple of weeks ago about your plans for next season. This highlight reel you had out there, is that are you not going to change anything?
Nothing changes. I'm here for a long haul. I'm going to my 5th season as a senior, and I'll be back with the Hawks.
He's shooting for national awards now. That's all. That was a little prelim.
Right down in the front row.
Kirk, a lot's been made of Derek Morgan and some of the matchups he was going to have, but it seemed like all night, whether it was a freshman or Bulaga or even Tony Moeaki on a few plays, blocking him, he seemed to take care of him. What did you think of the performance?
Well, he's an excellent player. We had a ton of respect for Derek, and he broke loose a couple of times. He had Rick on the flush a few moments, or a few plays. But I thought our guys competed well, and I was asked that question yesterday. We try not to change schemes. We really try to encourage our guys just to really focus and play with great technique. And it's a little bit like playing their offense. When you play a guy like Morgan, you really have to be on top of your game each and every play because he's a very explosive player, and he can, if you give him a crack, he's going to get through it. So I thought our guys really competed hard up front, including our tight ends. And, it's probably as good as well as we've played maybe up front all season. I haven't seen the tape yet, but that was my impression on the sideline. I thought the guys really prepared well. We had some ups and downs, but, I thought they really came out and competed hard tonight. It wasn't a perfect game, but they competed hard.
Go all the way to the right, standing up.
Kirk, the fake field goal, was that called from the sidelines, or did Murray call that when he got out there, or how did that come about?
It's a okay. It's a play that we have to okay it from the sidelines going in, and if we think we get the look, then we run it. And we did have the look, and their guy just did a good job at tracking Daniel down. But at that point, field goal would have affected the game. A touchdown would have really dramatically affected the game. We thought we had a chance to execute it, and I guess it worked better at Ohio State back in 03.
All right, if we can bring a microphone right here in the second row. You can bring the microphone forward a little bit.
Adrian, can you talk about the openings you saw and why you thought you were so successful tonight?
Like I said before, Coach Norman Parker's game plan really put us in position to make plays, and they told us to play a minute and a half and just focus on the dive and come off on the quarterback, and that's what me and Roger did, and that's why we were so successful.
How nice did that last play in the first half feel?
I felt great. I was surprised to be so free, but I'm just lucky I caught him because that's a fast quarterback.
I'll go right in the middle.
Kirk, are you figuring that you're probably going to finish 8th in the country again this year and be back in the position you were for a couple of years? Talk a little bit about being at the altitude that you are again?
Yeah, I hadn't thought about what number we'll end up, but we told the guys at the beginning of the month it's pretty academic. I think we're most polls 10. So if we win tonight, we move into the top 10. If we lose, we slide. I don't know how far. So we took care of that, and it's very special. I think it makes it 4 out of 8 years now we've been in the top 10, and that's it doesn't come easy. And throwing a top 20 last year, so we're really happy about that. And but to win 11 games, that's significant. Second time it's been done. You look at these seniors. I got 2 juniors sitting next to me, but the seniors 20 wins their last 2 years. That's awfully significant too. And these guys are a big part of that, though. Both these guys were a big part of what we did last year. Certainly have been a huge part of what we've done this year. And we'll enjoy this one for a couple of days. Start thinking about next year.
I'll go right down here in front.
Kirk, you don't, at least with us, deal much with the big picture. It's always fairly narrow. But wins like this kind of tend to either validate a career or become defining to a career. Have you given that much thought that this is a BCS win, Orange Bowl win?
Whose career?
Yours.
Yeah. No, I haven't. I really haven't. We try to prepare as hard as we can, and then we try to go out and compete as hard as we can. If we'd lost tonight, it wasn't going to be the end of the world, and I would have been disappointed. I know our players would have too, but it still would have been a great season. And you take it a week at a time. You do what you can, and if you do everything you can and play well, then that's a good thing. And that. Really, the only bowl game that really sticks with me is the one last time we were here, and not because we lost, just because the way we played that night was hardly represented the kind of football team that we had in 2002. And to finish that way, that's really it's tough to live with. Tonight could have gone either way. We're playing a great football team, but we're thrilled to get the win. Big picture stuff again. I don't get too hung up on that, and we'll take it as it comes.
I'll go all the way to the left for